Hey guys, welcome to the weekly reading. My name is Johanna. Welcome to Tenacious Soul. It's going to be a reading for the week of February 28th to March 6th. So happy March. We are going to go through all the signs from Aries to Pisces. Timestamps will be down below. You guys can check out your sun, your moon, your rising sign. And of course, like always, just take what resonates, leave what does not. If it doesn't make sense or it's not your story, then it's just not yours. It might be someone else's. So leave it for them. But yeah, let's kind of get into it. We're going to pull an oracle. I actually decided to use the archetype cards this week. So we're going to pull an archetype for you, see what kind of energy you're in, and then kind of go from there. So we do have a new moon as well. I did do the new moon reading for all signs, so you guys can check that out too if you have not already. And then I will be posting March monthly readings for each individual sign as well, separately starting tomorrow. So those will be coming out too. So let's get into it. Let's see what's going on for you, Aries. What is going on for Aries this week? What do they need to know? Aries. All right, we have King, but it's in reverse. So, which means that you would be in the shadow aspect. So it says excessive feelings of entitlement, rulership without restraint. Okay, so I almost feel like you could be trying to control something a little bit this week. It's like you're trying to overshadow something or overrule something. Let's see what this is about. I will read the light attribute for you as well so that you can use this, like, you know, how to get out of that type of an energy. What's going on for Aries this week? Why is this King in reverse here? What's going on for Aries? All right, we have the Three of Swords for the situation. Your challenge is the Ten of Swords. Your advice is the Queen of Wands. And the outcome is the Eight of Cups. Bottom of the deck, we have the Empress. Yeah, there's this, there's feminine energy showing up here. So it's almost like your masculine energy could be what's trying to control, to protect yourself is kind of what it feels like. The light attributes of this King says enlightened, benevolent leadership, benefiting those in your charge. So this feels like, it kind of feels, honestly, Aries, like there's something that's hurt you. And so it's like you've got this masculine shield up, this like kind of pushing people away or trying to control a situation, and your challenge is to let this go, to release this from your energy. With the Ten of Swords in your challenge, it feels like maybe you're holding on to this a little bit longer than maybe is needed, or just it feels like maybe you're holding on to this and it's causing more pain by holding on to it. Because I feel like with the Queen of Wands in your advice and then the Eight of Cups and the outcome, should you take the advice, is that if you can shift your energy into this Queen of Wands, more of the light attribute of this, like not trying to control everything, but you know, being receptive and open to changes, and realizing that you're in control of like creating your own reality rather than trying to control the people around you, then you can actually continue to move forward with the Eight of Cups and detach yourself further from this situation, whatever this is about. Okay, so some of you, this is kind of like knowing your worth. We have the Empress and the Emperor here. So some of you, again, it's like you're dealing with a relationship, a situation of you and another person here, you and a soulmate possibly, but it feels as though you may even have to walk away from a situation because you're not being valued. Okay, that could also be the King in reverse, right? Not being respected, not being valued. But it's almost like it's made you a little bit bitter, whatever this is, which, I mean, typically when we're hurt, that's what happens, right? So kind of like accepting a little bit more of the feminine flow rather than trying to control, if that makes any sense. Let's clarify these cards here for Aries this week. Can we clarify these cards for Aries? Clarify the cards here. Yeah, Three of Swords with Temperance. So healing. It's taking its time. What's this Ten of Swords in the challenge for Aries? Yeah, Ace of Cups. Four of Swords. Yeah. There's definitely an energy of like detaching. And even when we're trying to control, it's like we're too attached, right? It feels like you're struggling. You are trying to heal from a situation, Three of Swords and Temperance, but it's almost like you're struggling to walk away and move into newer, better energy. So it feels like you're going to be headed in a better direction if you can allow yourself to heal and kind of take a step back, is what it feels like. It's like you're trying to control or you're trying to hold on to it too tightly. Abundance and possibly even new love for some of you, with the Lovers and the Ace of Cups here, is trying to come in towards you. You don't have to rush this process as well. Like, this isn't something that you have to force your way through, but just be cautious or be aware of, like, are you holding on tighter than you need to, or are you trying to control this situation? Because with the Queen of Wands and the Four of Swords, it's like, take a step back, look after yourself, worry about yourself, clear your mind. If you need time to heal, allow yourself the time to heal. We have 2 cards of healing with Temperance and the Four of Swords. You are going to work your way through this as well. We have the Three of Swords in your situation, but the Four of Swords in your advice. Your advice is to allow yourself to be able to heal so you can gain your confidence, your energy, and your kind of your zest for life back here. Because I do feel like when you can do that, when you can regain your confidence and really regain a sense of almost balance within yourself, and kind of come out of this shadow aspect of the King, it's like then you're able to move forward. 8 of Cups and the Lovers, able to move forward and choose to move forward. You're going to be in control to be able to move in a positive direction. But also I feel like there could be, if this is a relationship that you're letting go of, it's like there's a better connection with the Lovers here when you walk this new path. Okay, so if you're letting go of someone, it does feel like there's potential for finding new love, or one that feels really good with the Ace of Cups and the Lovers. Okay, I also feel too with like the Three of Swords and the Temperance, it's like this is probably meant to happen. There's a divine, you're protected right now at this time. It's really just about releasing that need to control how something plays out or how something moves forward. It's like more of putting the energy back onto yourself. Some of you could be like, I don't know if you're dealing with a person, it feels like a person, but it's like if you're dealing with a person, you could be like, with the Ten of Swords, there's sometimes like watching on social media, being very aware of that person and their whereabouts, what they're saying, what they're doing, right? So it's like maybe taking yourself out of that, right? Distancing yourself with the Four of Swords and just focusing back on you and your own strength and your own power and your own confidence, and just getting back into like feeling like yourself. So there just could be something this week that kind of like shakes you up a little bit, but when you can harmonize yourself internally, that's when like externally you're going to be able to move forward. Okay, so you just might kind of be in this like shadow aspect here of the King because you're kind of like hurt a little bit, and you're trying to maybe control the situation more than like is necessary, if that makes any sense. So it doesn't necessarily look like a bad thing. I don't feel like you're being mean about it. It's just that, you know, we all do that. We get hurt and we put our defenses up, right? So that is what I have for you, Aries. We're going to move on here. So let's move on to Taurus. Let's see what Taurus needs to know for this week. What does Taurus need to know this week? We have Seeker, and it is upright, so you are in the light attribute of this week. So it says, thirst for wisdom and truth wherever they are. So you're seeking a sense of truth or knowledge, wisdom. It kind of is giving me like hermit vibes a little bit. I'm going to take that actually. We have the High Priestess here in your situation, your challenge, Three of Swords, your advice, Five of Swords. And the outcome, should you take the advice, is the Seven of Pentacles. Some of you are maybe caught up on something because you don't know what happened. Like, you could be trying to seek information. I feel like intuitively, though, there's a sense of you having wisdom and knowledge within yourself. The High Priestess is a card of going within, but it's also kind of about like doing your own thing, trusting your intuition. But you are struggling with this Three of Swords in your challenge. So there's a situation here that it's really interesting because with the challenge is the Three of Swords and the advice is this Five of Swords, and this Five of Swords guy is looking at the Three of Swords. So it's almost like what I'm getting and what I'm hearing out of this is like, how did you contribute to whatever this pain and suffering is? How did you contribute to this Three of Swords? It's like it takes two to tango, you know? So if you're going through a challenging time, it's like maybe evaluating how you played a role or how you played a part in something. But also too, the Seven of Pentacles and the outcome is looking at this Five of Swords. So it's like, how can you put more effort and energy into your situation to help change? There's kind of like this investigative energy, and it could be just very internal. Like if something happened in your life with the Three of Swords here that's maybe hurt you, caused some sort of pain or heartache, loss, even sadness, it's like, how are you contributing, or how are you self-sabotaging, and how are you going to change that? And so it's kind of like going within to find that information. Let's clarify these cards here for Taurus. Clarify these cards here for Taurus this week, please. What is this about? The High Priestess with the Seven of Wands. Three of Swords with the Ace of Pentacles. Five of Swords with the Two of Wands. Seven of Pentacles with the Hierophant, and then we have the Eight of Cups. So feels like you're kind of keeping to yourself a little bit here. High Priestess, Seven of Wands, like maybe not wanting external things to like influence you is almost what I'm getting. There is also too of like, make sure that you're allowing yourself to trust yourself, right? Like it does really feel like there's something that didn't work out the way that you maybe hoped or thought. It's like it had potential with the Ace of Pentacles, right? But the Pentacles, or not the Pentacles, the Aces, sorry, they're opportunities, but what we do or what happens with the opportunities is still kind of like up in the air, right? So just because the Ace of Pentacles is here doesn't mean it's all going to be like hunky-dory, the best thing in the world. It has that potential to grow, but it hasn't yet grown. And so I almost feel like something didn't get off the ground, or something didn't work. Someone could have felt rejected possibly in this situation, or it's like something didn't work with the Three of Swords and the Ace of Pentacles that we hoped or we thought was going to work. Okay. And I kind of feel like Five of Swords with the Two of Wands, it's like, how do we strategize, move forward? What's holding us back? Your advice here is really like, how do we find clarity to be able to move forward? After the Five of Swords comes the Six of Swords of guiding us forward and moving us forward. So it's like, how are we going to do that? How are we moving forward in a positive way and really reflecting? I feel like there's a big reflective energy here, Taurus, of like, how did things go wrong in the past? Well, how did that not work, or why that didn't work? Because this could be anything. This doesn't have to be like love related. This could be like an opportunity in money, career, or a home, or something like that like just didn't pan out the way that we wanted it. It's something physical, tangible, that just didn't go the way that we wanted. Right? And so there could be this, like, you could be kind of like just having a lot of people blocked, or just really going within and not wanting to deal with other people. Okay. But it really feels about like, how are we planning for our future? How are we moving forward? How are we changing what didn't work in the past so that it can work in the future, so that we can move forward? And how are we investing our energy in the future? Seven of Pentacles, the Hierophant, makes me feel like you are going to obtain, like, what you put your time and energy into, you will see the results of that with the Hierophant. But it is like about what are you willing to commit yourself to? What are you wanting to commit yourself to? So there's kind of this like reflective period, and then there's this like needing to commit yourself to the path and the process. Because it feels like you're kind of walking this new journey here. Eight of Cups, the Queen of Cups, and the Fool, and possibly like this very intuitive, like going within and trusting yourself, trusting your intuition. Queen of Cups is very much intuition as well. Trusting yourself, trusting in your intuitive capabilities to guide you in the right direction here. So you're reflecting on something that hasn't worked out for you, but it's about how to make the changes moving forward so that you're not continuing to be like affected by it, if that makes any sense. And I think this is something that you don't need external input in order to gain the information. I think this is something that you, with the High Priestess here and the Seven of Wands, you can figure this out on your own. And like trust yourself. You're gonna be able to find this truth. You're seeking for the truth of what to do next and what's coming up here for you. But once you find that path, you're going to have to, or find that answer, you're going to have to, you know, move forward in that direction as well. It's like, how are you holding yourself back? And then really committing yourself to the path, fully committing yourself to it. So hopefully that made sense, but that's pretty much what I have for you, Taurus. Hopefully it resonated. If not, you guys can check out your other signs. All right. We are going to move on here. So let's move on to Gemini. What is going on for Gemini here this week? What does Gemini need to know? Gemini. We have Visionary, and it's in the upright, so you are in the light attribute. It says capacity to envision what is not yet conceivable to others. Willingness to proclaim a vision without regard for personal gain. So you're seeing something that others are not seeing. And it almost feels like it's like a collective vision. Like this is something that you are wanting, or a vision that you have that benefits other people, not just yourself. Okay, but you have this, I don't know, you're envisioning something. I mean, it could be a download, but if it's not that, it's just that you have this idea or this vision for what you are wanting in the future, or seeing in the future that other people are just not seeing yet. So let's see what this is about. What's going on here for Gemini? It's very like Piscean with the visionary aspect. So you're the King of Wands in your situation. The challenge is the Three of Pentacles. Yeah, makes sense with that. The advice is the Two of Swords. And the outcome, should you take the advice, is the Queen of Wands. Nine of Cups here at the bottom of the deck. You have a vision. You have a dream. You can see something that I feel like is going to make you really happy, but I also feel like it's to benefit other people. There is another person here because we do have the King and the Queen of Wands. Queen of Wands is in the outcome. So you could be dealing with a fire sign. I feel like though this Three of Pentacles in the challenge is really about being able to get on the same page as someone. It's like because they're not seeing what you're seeing, it's challenging for you to build something. And I feel like your advice is like, don't let other people get in your head. Don't let yourself get in your own way, your own head. Because being a visionary, like she looks like a psychic here, right? I don't know if you guys can see this, but she looks like a psychic. She's got a little crystal ball. That's what it looks like, at least. And so she got a bunch of rings on her finger. It's really about like not letting other people, possibly a specific person, get in the way of you wanting to create or being able to create what you're envisioning for yourself and your life, what you want for your life. Because I feel like you can make some big changes here. Definitely. Nine of Cups, Knight of Wands, Wheel of Fortune, the Fool, and the Tower. Like really allow you to break free of limitations. So there's someone here who is like maybe doubting you or just not seeing what you're seeing. What's this King of Wands? Clarify this King of Wands here for Gemini this week. It's like the struggle is getting on the same page, but don't let this influence you. Don't let this shift your vision, is what I'm getting with the Two of Swords. Look at this King of Wands here. We have the Hanged Man. Yeah, it's almost like you're trying to get someone to see something the way you see something. Like Hanged Man, again, is Pisces energy, right? This is Three of Pentacles for Gemini. Three of Pentacles with the World. This could be somebody like that you work with as well. Two of Swords, Eight of Wands. Queen of Wands, Four of Cups. Bottom of the deck, the Devil energy. Yeah, don't let someone like hold you back. And don't let someone doubt you. Like, don't let someone, I'm trying to like get the words for this. Don't let someone put you down in what you want or what you can see for yourself. Because I feel like there could be a little bit of you starting to doubt yourself because this person can't get on the same page as you. We do have the Devil, the Sun, and the Lovers. It's like, don't let someone hold you back. Like, you want to be in positive partnerships. And I feel like you're seeing something very optimistically, or you have a lot of excitement or willpower to go towards something that's not only just benefiting you, but it's benefiting other people, but someone else doesn't see it, or they don't see the benefit of it. And I think that this person is kind of being a little bit maybe stubborn in the way that they view things. They're needing to shift their perspective. Maybe you're needing to shift your perspective, but I almost feel like this is more you have the vision and someone else isn't seeing the vision. You're trying to get someone to shift their perspective so they can be on the same page as you. And it's almost like it's not working. There's not success here in the two of you coming together and making this happen. The World card sometimes to me can be this energy of not only completing a cycle and like whatever, but it's like it can be very much, it can definitely be business and career because it's Saturn, which is Capricorn energy and Aquarius energy. And so it's almost like there's this restriction of working together, or like things aren't coming together full circle, like things aren't able to work together, or again, just like collaborate, get on the same page. So this could be definitely in work, but I mean, it's some sort of partnership, I feel, or someone who you deal with in that type of manner where the two of you have to work together. And I feel like it's like, with your advice with the Two of Swords and the Eight of Wands is don't let this person hold you back. Don't let this person get in your head. Don't let them hold you back with what they are saying, or maybe how they're not agreeing, right? It's like, if you have a vision, it's like you can go out and create it with the Eight of Wands. Don't let it slow you down or hold you back. Right? Because with the Queen of Wands and the Four of Cups is a very interesting energy in the outcome. It's like, I almost feel like you could be doubting yourself, but I also feel like if it's not doubt, it's like you want to go out and create something that's going to be fulfilling for you. And with the Four of Cups, it's like you could get very bored of this situation, or you could be very dissatisfied with this connection because they're not on the same page. So there might be this sense of you struggling to work together with this person to get on the same page because it's just you're not on the same page. And so therefore, because you're not on the same page, you're just not enjoying this. You feel restricted, you feel confined. So there's something here, Gemini, and then this is obviously a pretty specific message, so if it doesn't resonate, just check out your other signs. But it feels like there's something where like you and another person, whether it's love, career, whatever, a relationship that you're already in, it's like the two of you can't get on the same page because you have different visions. You don't see things the same way. You might not see life in the world the same way. Like there might be something very rule oriented that is like you guys are for some reason not getting on the same page. This could even be about like children, or how you're going to build a life, or what you value and what's important to you. Okay. And it's like you want to build something and you have this idea and this person's like shutting it down. So your advice is to not let this person get in your head, not let this person get in the way. Okay. The shadow attribute of this visionary card, the one part of it says compromising your vision to make it more acceptable. So don't devalue what you want, and don't shut down your own vision just because someone says, no, I don't want to do that, or I don't think that's going to work. You know, don't try to change your views of what you want for your life just to make this person stay. Obviously there's compromise, but it's like if it's a big goal or a big dream and you feel like if you don't go for this, you're going to be unhappy, that's not really the partnership. It's not going to last long, right? And then you're just going to be disappointed. So just be aware of whether this is something you can compromise on, or if this is really setting you up for how happy you're going to be in the future and whether the two of you can work together, right? Whether it's a relationship, a partnership at work, whatever, right? This might be something where you're at this crossroads a little bit of like how you're going to move forward. So that's what I have for you, Gemini. We are going to move on. We're going to move on to Cancer. So let's see what's going on for you, Cancer. What does Cancer need to know for the week ahead? There's the Devil energy. Okay, so you got the Child wounded in reverse, which means that you're in the shadow attribute this week. So it says blames all dysfunctional relationships on childhood wounds, resists moving on through forgiveness. So what are you not forgiving yourself? And it's interesting that the Devil came out because it feels like you're probably feeling stuck or restricted or confined. You feel like you don't have control, or someone has control, or a situation has control over you. Queen of Cups in your challenge. Your advice is the Ace of Pentacles, and your outcome, should you take the advice, is the Four of Cups. Bottom of the deck, we have the Seven of Swords. So it almost feels like you're kind of holding yourself back or deceiving yourself from a situation here, Cancer. You could be blaming other people, or again, giving your power away, giving your control away to other situations, saying, well, I can't go do this because X, Y, and Z. I think the forgiveness part with the Queen of Cups coming out here in your challenge definitely could be forgiving a person, a situation. Okay, the light attributes of this card, so that you can kind of embody this a little bit more in a more positive ways: awakens compassion and desire to serve other wounded children, opens the learning path of forgiveness. So it's almost like once you can heal this within yourself, you can actually help other people work through this energy too, and you're more of a benefit to other people. So having compassion for people, it feels like there's something from your past, childhood possibly for some of you, that it's like you're struggling with, that you feel is holding you back, but it's almost like you're blaming it. And I think because you're blaming that situation, it's deceiving you, it's holding you back. It's like self-sabotage in a way, because what's the word? It's like you attach to the situation. Okay, so there does need to be forgiveness and just compassion in general for yourself, for other people, the situations, the things that you've gone through in this life. It's not trying to discredit the things that you've had happen in your life, but at some point we have to let those things go so we can move forward with our lives, or else we're always going to stay stuck in this state, or we're always going to feel restricted, confined, controlled by other people and situations, and feel like we can never gain control. And so when we can release this energy, and with the Devil here, it's like the chains are around their neck, but like the chains are very loose. They could just take them off if they choose to. So this feels like there's something that you're allowing yourself to stay in. And it's asking you, the challenge is like opening up your heart, or your heart space. So some of you, like your heart space is very blocked. Okay. It feels like you, with the advice being the Ace of Pentacles, it's like see the potential in life, in things. Maybe there's something here that you're trying to move through something towards something new. And I feel like your advice is definitely go towards the new. But it's like you might be making excuses, or you might feel stuck because of a past situation and say, oh, well, I can't move forward because of X, Y, and Z, you know? So I feel like your advice is to step into new energy and see the potential and the possibilities of life. And you'd be surprised what's going to come towards you with the Four of Cups here. I feel like something could come towards you. It kind of just feels like you're maybe in this energy of just, and this doesn't have to be a long-lasting energy. This doesn't necessarily have to be something that you are always in this mood, but it's like feels like a mood a little bit, where it's like you just feel like you want to blame the world or blame your situations, your experiences for why you're not where you want to be, if that makes any sense. So I don't mean to be rude when I'm saying this, so please don't take this message the wrong way. It's just what's coming up here. So you just might feel restricted. You might feel like, oh, this always happens and I can't do this. It's like kind of that type of energy where, you know, it's like, I can't get this done because there's kids running around the house and there's this and there's that and there's whatever, right? Let's clarify these cards though and see if there's anything else that comes up here for you, Cancer. Yeah, Devil with the 5 of Cups. There's something here that is an emotional challenge for you that's like closed you off. So they're very not even like receptive. So what this is saying is like the thing that you're holding on to is preventing you from accepting or preventing you from like seeing even the new opportunities. That's the hard part. Interesting. 6 of Cups is in reverse at the bottom of the deck, which this deck should be all upright. So there's something that you need to let go of from your past. What's this Queen of Cups here? 2 of Wands. Yeah, the challenge is opening up and moving forward and having compassion. So, okay, so we have the Queen of Cups with the 2 of Wands, we have the Ace of Pentacles with the 8 of Cups, and then we have the 4 of Pentacles with the 4 of Cups and the outcome. So it does feel like, so we have the 10 of Pentacles here at the bottom of the deck. There's something that you want. There's like this dream, this goal, this life. 10 of Pentacles is anything that you could, you know, kind of imagine. It's like, what's your dream life, right? What do you really want for yourself? Dream big. It kind of feels like you have to definitely heal and close out, move on, forgive, let go of something from your past, that it's like you're having this awakening moment. Some of you are coming to this realization that you always, maybe it's your fears or your blocks that you're coming into realization, you realize what they're linked to from your past. Okay, so this could also be just like something that you're healing and processing, not that you're fully in it. So you could be starting to, some of you could be starting to step into the light attribute of this, where you're awakening to it. Okay, you're starting to like understand it better, but there definitely does still need to be healing. And I think that the compassion part with the Queen of Cups and the 2 of Wands, it's what's going to help you. This is in your challenge, so you're struggling to still open up emotionally and be vulnerable or compassionate possibly to this situation. There could also be a need, you're struggling to kind of like take care of yourself, and I don't mean that in a like as awful as that sounds, but it's like you're struggling to be kind or like look after or have self-compassion for your own self, because Queen of Cups can be like a mothering card, and so it feels like maybe that you're having a hard time with that, doing that to yourself, right? Looking after yourself in that way emotionally. But it's almost like your advice here is interesting. It's 8 of Cups and the Ace of Pentacles. It's almost like when you can detach emotionally from this situation, from the past, you can start to see new opportunities. It's like, start to look at, your advice is to start to look at opportunities that lie outside of this, or opportunities that if you walk a different path, you can have there's different paths available to you, and there's different options available to you. It's just whether you're willing to go down that direction. So I feel as though there's things around you that you can have the Ace of Pentacles to get to this 10 of Pentacles. There's opportunities around you to harness, but it's like, are you going to be open to them? 4 of Cups and the 4 of Pentacles, because I feel like the opportunities are here. You might even start seeing the opportunities, but the challenge is to really kind of open up to them. And I think you're starting to open up more, because the 4 of Pentacles is Sun in Capricorn. The Devil energy is Capricorn. So these 2 cards, it's like this is the minor arcana of the Devil, right? It's kind of how I see it sometimes, where it's not as big of a block anymore because it's a 4 of Pentacles versus the major. So you are starting to open up. Once you can just start to see potential or see opportunities, it's like, just allow, you don't have to take any action, you don't have to do anything, but just see the path with the 8 of Cups. Just see that opportunity that, oh, that's a space that I could go down. While, you know, if you just are open and you're aware of your surroundings and the opportunities around you, while you're going through this healing, it's like things and opportunities, you're going to start to see them and be open to them a little bit more. So whatever it is, that it doesn't have to be super dramatic of what you're holding on to, but there is something that you're holding on to that you allow it to get in the way, or you allow it to block you from stepping into new energy. Okay, this could be new relationships, this could be new opportunities for money, career. It's something around like what you value. With the Ace of Pentacles, like having to see the value. Okay, so there's some wounding from your past that maybe needs to be kind of like worked through here, Cancer. Whatever that is for you. That's just like holding you up. It's holding you back. And again, some of you are coming into the awareness of that, and I do feel like it's dissipating. Okay, so as long as you can just start to see opportunities, be open to opportunities, then it's like that block will start to slowly become less and less for you. So hopefully that made sense. But that's what I have for you, Cancer. Let's move on to Leo here. Let's see what Leo has to know for the week. Leo, please. What does Leo need to know? Leo. We have Child, which says divine in the upright. So it says, this is the light attribute of it. Innocence, purity, and redemption suggests a special connection with the divine. So with it being the Child, it kind of feels like you're in this, like you're in your own playful energy, right? Leo 5th house energy is very childlike, right? It's play. So it's almost like some of you could be having a lot of fun this week, or you're just feeling very, maybe just feeling very light, or feeling very fresh. I don't know what that means, but let's see what this is about for Leo. We have the Queen of Pentacles in your situation, your challenge. We have the Queen of Cups. Your advice is the Fool. Your outcome is the Hierophant here. Bottom of the deck, we have the Knight of Swords, Page of Cups. There could be something being approached, or someone approaching you. You might not see this happening here with the Two of Swords, as you're healing from something else. So it feels like if you've let go of a previous relationship or a previous situation that you maybe thought was going to work out, it feels like there could be something or someone unexpectedly reaching out to you, communicating with you. It could also just be a new offer, because we do have the Fool in your advice, so there's some sort of new direction to take a step into. Your situation is the Queen of Pentacles, so I feel like you're looking after yourself. Some of you could be really focused on your money, career this week. It kind of feels like maybe your challenge is to, your emotions are something that's challenging this week. We're going to clarify and see, but with the Queen of Cups there, it's like maybe there's a sense of being overly emotional, or maybe just struggling with the controlling of the emotions, if that makes any sense. Because the Queen of Cups, she's water, like both of her elements are water. So it's just like, it's a lot of emotion, or it can be a lot of emotion, right? With the Fool here in your advice, there's kind of like this, your advice is to kind of take a step in a new direction. And this kind of goes along with that Child divine energy, like taking a leap of faith and trusting in the universe, trusting that things are going to work out for you here. Okay. I feel like there's like taking a risk, breaking free, having fun. The Fool can be kind of foolish, but I don't feel like it's irresponsible that the universe is trying to ask you to do. Like, they're not asking you to be irresponsible, but they are asking you to, you know, step towards something here. And then we have your outcome, should you take that advice, is the Hierophant. So maybe this is a new love relationship or a new person that you're kind of taking a risk on getting to know. Some of you could be traveling as well with the Fool, or moving, like just like moving around, like walking or something like that. I don't know, that's a very weird message, but it almost feels like it also feels too, it's like if you're starting something new, This could be something that does last a long time, the Hierophant. It could be something that maintains or has a sense of structure, commitment for a long period of time. It's something that you believe in as well. So let's clarify what these cards are here for you, Leo. What's this Queen of Pentacles here? We have the Six of Cups. The Queen of Cups is with the Sun, which is your energy. That's the Fool here for Leo. Page of Wands, I did see that earlier. There's a new journey or a new path you're being called to kind of move upon. Then we have the Hanged Man with the Two of Cups that's coming out with this Hierophant here. Bottom of the card, or bottom of the deck, we have the Death card, and I can see the Magician here. You're kind of seeing a new pathway or a new, with the Death card, the Page of Swords, and the Seven of Cups. I do feel like some of you have really released yourself from something. You could have gone through this transformation. Maybe something's physically ended in your life, or you've left something, but it's like, I feel like regardless, it's like you're starting fresh. There's this new energy, this new beginning here that you're being kind of called towards with the Fool and the Page of Wands and your advice. I kind of feel like there's also relationship stuff that's shifting here for you. Like some of you have really been waiting for a relationship, or someone's perspective is shifting when it comes to a relationship. It feels like with the Queen of Pentacles and the Six of Cups, this week you're just really focused on having fun and like enjoying what you're doing and looking after yourself and putting in effort and energy into things that feel good. Six of Cups is also that childlike energy, right? Because it's from our childhood or things from our past or when we were young. Memories that we have, good memories that we have. So it's like you're just enjoying yourself this week. Your challenge with the Queen of Cups and the Sun, it's almost like maybe your challenge is a little bit of almost like expressing your emotions or having your emotions come to the surface. Like maybe some of you are kind of keeping them under wraps. Okay, so if you're connecting with someone, it's like you're not fully showing them how you truly feel. You're trying to, it's almost like maintain a sense of like composure. It's almost what I'm getting. Like you're trying to, there is this childlike energy again with the Sun. If there's that child on it, and there's a child on this Divine card. It's like you feel that something feels really good to you this week. It's something that you really are able to connect with. I do just want to clarify this Hanged One. Clarify this Hanged One for this. Yeah, I feel like there's possibly a relationship coming in for you. It could be a new person. Some of you, though, it's like you're enjoying your own life, you're doing your own thing, and then you're maybe taking a step in a new direction here. Yeah, some of you are like starting a new project, a new endeavor, Page of Pentacles, or Ace of Pentacles, Page of Wands. Okay, so you're starting your own like creative project, you're doing your own thing, you're starting new things in your own personal life. And then there's like this love situation. So it's almost like maybe you start something and you meet someone. Could be a fire sign like yourself. But it does feel like I don't know, for some of you, I was getting like your love life might be on hold for now. Not to say that there's not someone coming in, but it might be on hold with the Hanged Man because you're starting this new project to put your time and your energy into. So maybe this week it's like there could be someone coming in, but it's not going to be this week. Like I kind of feel like your advice is to focus on yourself. Yeah, Knight of Pentacles, it's coming in kind of slow. Seven of Cups. I feel like someone's taken their time to come towards you. So Leo, I feel like this is a time to just really do the things that feel good to you. Like focus on yourself, focus on your projects, your career, new ideas that you have, creative projects, like having fun, doing childlike things, like doing things that feel good to you, maybe hobbies that you have. Okay, some of you could be monetizing a hobby. Okay. But it's like, I feel like you could be struggling on the emotional side of things, but I think it's because your love life is a little bit on hold here. But I think it's on hold because you're being asked to step into this new energy. And when you do step into this new energy for yourself, it's like maybe that's when this starts to come around. Because I do feel like with the Hanged Man and the Hierophant, there's a strong spiritual element here. So it's like you have to go through this transition. This person has to go through their transition before the two of you can come together. It's like when it's in alignment, it'll show up for you. Okay, but it feels like you might know this person already, or this person has seen you. They might watch you a little bit, but they haven't come forward yet. Okay, so interesting message, Leo. This is a week to just kind of do your own thing, focus on what makes you feel good, happy, and anything new that you want to start definitely is a week to do it. Okay. All right. We're going to move on here. All right, let's move on to Virgo. What's going on for you, Virgo, this week? What does Virgo need to know? We have victim. You are in the light attribute of this. So it says, prevents you from letting yourself be victimized or victimizing others. So you're not in victim mode. I also feel like you could be maybe protecting someone else or not letting someone else be in victim mode. You could be kind of doing that too. Let's see what's going on for you here, Virgo. Virgo, what do they need to know for this week? Judgment, the Sun and your challenge. Advice is the Hanged Man. Outcome is the Page of Pentacles. Bottom of the deck, we have the Seven of Swords. Yeah, you're not letting someone, or yourself even, you're not letting yourself stay in victim mode. It almost feels like you are, this honestly could be just you. Like you're not letting yourself be victimized in a situation. You could be releasing something. We do have judgment or making some sort of judgment call. You also may feel like you're being judged or victimized and you're not letting yourself be that way. Like you are, it almost feels like you maybe have to, like with the Hanged Man and your advice, this talks about sacrificing or surrendering or releasing something. So it's like maybe if you've been holding on to something that's preventing you from moving forward, definitely needing to let that go. We have 3 majors out of 4. So it almost feels like there's something being illuminated, definitely. Okay, maybe you've been struggling. The challenge is the Sun, so you might be struggling to see what's trying to be shown to you. It's like there's an awakening, a judgment call that you have to make to release yourself from a situation so that you can move in a positive, better direction here at the Page of Pentacles. Because it feels like there's some sort of deception or victimization here that's going on in your life. So it feels like you are not putting up with something this week, Virgo. Let's clarify what these cards are here. Clarify the cards. Yeah, Judgment, the Lovers, definitely a choice. The Sun, we have the 9 of Wands. Hanged One with the Page of Swords, Page of Pentacles with the 2 of Cups, and then we have the 2 of Wands. So this is really about like who you align yourself with or what you align yourself with. It feels like you have a decision. Judgment and the lovers can be a choice, okay? Judgment can be a choice, like having to, you are seeing something or you're awakening to something that you're realizing. It can be about like giving things a second chance, but it's almost, it feels like this is kind of this like resurrection type of energy, but it's also about releasing things from the past to be able to step into the future, right? To step into that next level. I feel like maybe your challenge has been to see the patterns in a situation. It's like you're awakening to something that you've been struggling to see with the Sun and the Nine of Wands. Also, what could be challenging is that you just don't really feel good. You don't feel happy. You struggle to feel happy. You feel more burnt out and exhausted than anything else. And possibly, again, like this wounded type of energy, this victimization with the Nine of Wands. But not that I feel like you're sitting in it. It's more of like you feel... You almost feel like you're being, like your light is being dimmed, if that makes any sense. Like you just feel like you're just not able to fully express yourself the way that you want. Your advice with the Hanged one and the Page of Swords here is to seek answers, seek the truth, but also it's like, again, gain the truth, seek enlightenment, right? Also ask questions, right? Because there might be something that you are not seeing, or if you ask more questions or gain more information, it's like your perception on something might shift. It feels like you're starting to come into an awareness of something here, that it's not the best situation for you to be in. It's like you're realizing something and you're not going to let yourself be victimized here. You're not going to let yourself be the victim of a situation. Because it feels like there's something that's dimming your light. It's a pattern, or it's something that somebody always does, or it's something that a situation you might continue to put yourself in. With the Page of Pentacles and the Two of Cups, it does feel like, I feel like there's something good coming out of this. This could also have something to do with, like, because I'm getting with the Page of Pentacles and the Two of Cups, it's like a compromise. So it's like someone's meeting you halfway. And so maybe there's a situation that you feel like you've been bullied into, or you just feel like all of a sudden you realize, I'm in a situation that this isn't benefiting me. This isn't showcasing me. This isn't like highlighting my skills or my abilities. This is actually like kind of suppressing me. And so there's something about like shifting that around. And so it doesn't really feel like maybe you're letting a person go or letting this situation go. It just, some of you might reach a sense of compromise in order to move forward in a better manner, one that's more balanced. Yeah, we have the Page of Cups. It's like you and another person like having a conversation. And if it's not that, it's that if you are releasing something, it's like moving forward in a better direction here for the two of you, or just like you're not repeating the past patterns. If this is a relationship, this could be someone who you have to decide whether you're going to give them a second chance or whether you're going to surrender and release. But I feel like there does need to be a conversation about the patterns, not letting this person kind of overtake you in a situation. Because the shadow attribute is inability to maintain personal boundaries. So maybe if this person has, and that could be a little bit of the struggle here with the Nine of Wands, can be boundaries, needing to put up boundaries with the Sun. It's like maybe their boundaries have been an issue in the past. But I think if you communicate with this, it can shift this relationship. There's something here, Virgo, about it not being the way it was in the past. And some of you are going to be able to communicate and work this out with this person. Others of you, this is like realizing something from your past and not letting it happen in your future. So take it as it resonates. But you are manifesting, and with the Magician and the Emperor, I feel like you definitely are in control of this situation because you're not being the victim. There's something about you really standing up for what it is that you want and the way that you feel things should be in a situation. Okay, there's definitely a shift of energy. Okay, so you've learned a lot from this situation, regardless of, again, like whether you move forward with this situation or not, but it is shifting you for your future. Okay. So interesting message, but I just feel like you're not putting up with it. Not putting up with it this week, Virgo. But that is what I have for you. We are going to move on to Libra. So let's see what's going on for Libra here. Libra. What does Libra need to know for the week? We have Saboteur in reverse, which is the shadow attribute. It says, induces self-destruction behavior or the desire to undermine others. So what are you sabotaging this week, Libra? I will read the light attribute because that is going to help you kind of come out of this type of energy or just shift it a little bit. Okay. What's going on for Libra this week? What does Libra need to know? Six of Wands is the situation. Your challenge is the Hanged One. Your advice is the Sun. Your outcome is the Hermit. Bottom of the deck, we have the Page of Cups. All right, the light attribute says, highlights your fear of self-empowerment and the changes it would bring to your life. So there's something about you. So there's a need for you to kind of like realize your strength and your power, personal power in a situation, and that you have the ability to create changes in your life. It feels as though there's something with this, the shadow attribute that you're in though, is that you're giving your power away. You're sabotaging something and giving your power away in a connection or a situation here. There's something where it's like you're undermining either yourself or other people. We do have the Six of Wands in your situation. So, I mean, that's a card of victory and success. It could also be a card of ego, okay? We have Leo here, we have Pisces, and we have Virgo energy. So you can have that in your chart. But there's almost this like, maybe there's like an ego thing. You're struggling to see something a different way with the Hanged Man being in your challenge. Like you're struggling to see something differently. Okay. I do feel like it's going to require some like inner reflection. I think there's something about your confidence here. I feel like there's good things that you're manifesting. It's like, it's kind of interesting. It's almost like you're able to manifest, but then it's like you sabotage things. So your outcome is like, there's a sense of wisdom and enlightenment, or wisdom and like personal knowledge or insight that you're gaining by going within. Let's see what this is about. Clarify these cards for Libra here. We have the Five of Wands with the Six of Wands. We have the Empress with the Hanged Man. The Sun, we have the Three of Pentacles. Yeah. Okay, I think I'm kind of getting this now. Hermit with the Queen of Wands. This is about showcasing yourself. I do feel like you're having victory over something here. Okay, Five of Wands and the Six of Wands. You are having a sense of victory over a challenge, victory after a battle, right? It feels like you've gone through some challenging times and you're coming out of that, okay? So maybe there's some sort of conflict you had, struggle that you had. It feels like you're rectifying that. But there is also this, like, there's something about your confidence and needing to embrace that more. And so I don't know if maybe the conflicts that you've had that you've overcome now, it's like they've happened because you have not showcased your true self. The Empress here with the Hanged One in the challenge is almost talking about like, are you being valued? Are you valuing yourself? Are you looking after you, nurturing things? Are you giving things time? Are you giving things space? Okay, why struggling to see your worth, see your value, right? To shift that energy, to see, because you're in the shadow of the saboteur. So it's like you typically sabotage yourself. Maybe you are somebody who's like sometimes creates problems and then wonders how you got there. But it's like there's a self-sabotaging aspect to it. It feels like you are moving forward though. Like I wouldn't really be worried about this. I think there's just like, I actually think you're going to be reflecting on this a little bit. But there's something about really stepping into like boss energy with the Queen of Wands and the Empress. It's like really stepping into this energy of like, I'm valuable and I'm worth it and I am able to attract all kinds of abundance and create all types of things for myself. It feels like you're maybe you've been struggling to shift that, but I think you're starting to, because your advice here is to showcase your skills and your talents and your gifts and what you're good at and what you have been able to build for yourself. The Sun and the Three of Pentacles, like Three of Pentacles talks about skills and crafting, getting recognized, right? But you can only get recognized when you put yourself out there to be seen with the Sun. And so there is something about shifting your energy to the light to be able to self-empower yourself, right? Highlights your fear of self-empowerment. So you fear empowering yourself. You fear being confident, putting yourself out there. There's something about you that hides yourself away. And I think what you're doing with the Hermit and the Queen of Wands is really going within and finding this spark, this power that you have within yourself, right? Your power to create, your power to manifest, your creative skills. So there's something that's about yourself that is really positive that's being highlighted for you this week. Maybe it's because you've overcome this. Because you've overcome this, you're going, wow, I can do this. Wow, I can move through this energy. I can overcome. I can have victory. I can have success, right? It just requires me to not sabotage myself. It requires me to be aware of my surroundings and what I'm doing. Maybe you've been struggling to see this, but now you're able to move forward in a very positive way. Three of Wands, Page of Cups, Four of Wands. Your manifestation's definitely coming in. Okay, the universe is allowing things to shift and they're working with you so that you can move forward. So there's something about almost like you coming out of this shadow period. Maybe realizing the shadow where you've been sabotaging yourself. And it feels like you're reflecting and you're coming out of that. Okay, because I almost feel like you've had a sense of victory. So you go, oh my gosh, I have the proof now. I can do it. It's something like that. So I'm not sure what that's about. Could be work related, could be your skills, something you're good at, just believing and being confident in yourself even, right? Just any aspect of your life that you just feel not confident in, okay? That's what I have for you, Libra. We're going to move on to Scorpio. So let's see, Scorpio, what's going on for you guys this week? What does Scorpio need to know? We have Trickster, but it's in the light attributes. So it says transcending convention, stuffiness, and predictable behavior. What's going on here for Scorpio? We have the Chariot, the Knight of Swords in your challenge. Your advice is the Ten of Wands. And your outcome, if you do that, is the Lovers. Bottom of the deck, Three of Wands. So there is changes happening. I almost feel like you're trying to maybe control something as well, with the Chariot here being in the situation, like maybe trying to control a situation, control where you're going. It's almost like maybe your challenge is that something's too mundane, or it's like there's no real surprise. Like there's something, because Knight of Swords in your challenge can be a very unpredictable energy. This is somebody going for something but not really thinking about it, or they can shift their mind. It's Gemini energy, so it's like they can kind of go from one extreme to the other, and like they don't always necessarily like land on their mark. It's kind of like it can be this way, it can be that way, it can be this way, it can be that way. It can kind of be all over the place. And it feels like you're trying to maintain a sense of control in the direction that you're going in, but you're struggling with it. But some of you are struggling with more of like the impulsive nature, like you almost need to be a little bit more impulsive, or you need to be a little bit more unpredictable. Like it feels like maybe you're too... I mean, it could be too, like, especially if you have a lot of responsibilities this week, Scorpio, it's like you may have to kind of stay on course, stay on track in order to be able to move forward here. Okay, some of you may have a choice in a direction here. This is a very interesting energy here. The outcome is the Lovers. So there is a sense of like harmony coming in, or something working out for you, whether that's a person or whether that's like just getting into alignment. Sometimes I view the Lovers as that, where it's like you are just, you're in harmony, you're in balance. Let's clarify these cards and see what we can get out of this. What's going on for Scorpio here? Clarify these, please, for Scorpio this week. We have the Chariot with the Wheel of Fortune. So definitely trying to make changes. Moving forward, overcoming obstacles. Okay, moving with like divine timing. Okay, so again, like trying not to control. You can't really control fate, right? Seven of Pentacles with the Knight of Swords. So it's almost like you've been struggling to put your energy into one place, or struggling to like, I feel like you've been very committed, or you've been wanting to be very committed here, but it's like you kind of feel maybe all over the place with that Knight of Swords. Why the Ten of Wands in the advice for Scorpio? Ten of Wands with the Seven of Cups. And the Six of Wands with the Lovers. So you got to lighten your load a little bit, is what it feels like. Something's really trying to move forward in your life here. Chariot and the Wheel of Fortune. These are two majors. This is a big thing. It's like you're really trying to move forward, but it almost feels like your challenge here with the Seven of Pentacles and the Knight of Swords is like where to put your energy. You're struggling with like where or how to put your energy into something. Again, you might have a lot going on, and so maybe it's like putting your energy into one space. Okay, we do have the Ten of Wands and the Seven of Cups in your advice, so it feels like you got to let go of some overwhelm, confusion. Maybe you got too many things going on. The Seven of Cups, too many goals, too many dreams, and it's like, again, your energy is like scattered almost. Feels like you maybe need to create like a very structured plan, or like a plan to kind of keep things like you're consistently working towards your goal, or you're consistently working towards one thing versus seven. Because there's a thing with the Seven of Pentacles and the Seven of Cups, like what am I going to put my energy into? What am I going to put my time into? What do I want to invest my time and my energy into? What's going to get the most benefit, the most return? It's also about prioritizing is what I'm getting out of these two cards. Like, okay, this is what's most important, so I need to do the things this week to get this done, right? This is my goal this week. Because I feel like there is an opportunity for victory here with the Lovers and the Six of Wands, some sort of success, something working in your favor. Because you're able to like take the steps necessary. Knight of Pentacles, Ace of Pentacles, Nine of Wands, like putting in the consistent work, persevering, putting in time and energy and work into one thing, not seven. So there's something about, also sevens may be a very interesting number here for you, because we have the Chariot, which is a 7, 7 of Pentacles, and the 7 of Cups, okay? So there's almost kind of this, like, something could kind of be, like, there's just a lot going on, okay? And you need to kind of, like, focus your energy into one place. It's like you could, with this trickster energy, it's almost like I'm getting, like, you could be getting, like, distracted. Or just sideswiped by things. Like, you're just kind of, like, trying to, you need to make things more practical, more predictable. And again, like, making a plan. Because I do see success and good things. Luck is on your side. You're going to be able to move forward in something. There is a victory here, but it's like you might have to cut out some of the excess. Whether that's people, social media, other projects, like whatever distractions are around you that are causing more of a burden, they're preventing you from moving forward in one specific direction, if that makes any sense. Okay, so it's like you might have a lot going on this week, and I feel like your advice is to really figure out, like, what's a priority, especially if you have a very busy week. What's going to ensure success with the 6 of Wands, right? What's going to bring me the successful outcome? And that's what I'm going to align myself with this week. So it's like when you can align yourself with one thing, then you're going to be able to move forward. So interesting. That's what I have for you, Scorpio. We're going to move on to Sagittarius. So let's see what's going on for Sag this week. What does Sagittarius need to know? We have Vampire, and it is in the upright, so it's in the light force, so, or light attribute. It says, makes you aware that someone or something is draining your life force. So you're very aware that something is kind of stealing your energy here this week, Sag. Could be a person or a situation here. What's going on for Sag? What's this about? 10 of Swords, 8 of Cups in the challenge, 4 of Pentacles in your advice. Yeah, protect your energy here. Outcome is the Hierophant. Okay, so it feels like there's something that's gone on here. 10 of Swords with the everything is fine. I feel like this is what's draining you. Okay. Some sort of ending, painful thing that maybe you've been stuck in. We have the Hanged one. So you feel stuck in something that's draining your energy this week, Sag. Okay, this could be anything. This could be work. Your struggle, though, is to detach from this 8 of Cups, to walk away, to go find, you're not emotionally fulfilled. So it's like your struggle is to, go find your 9 and your 10 of Cups to find that happiness. Again, something's draining your energy, but it's like you feel stuck in it. Some of you may feel like in limbo as well. But it feels like there's specifically a situation that you're maybe still thinking a lot about that's kind of draining your energy. And your advice here is the 4 of Pentacles. So your advice is to protect your energy. This card. So when energy comes in, it comes in through the ground. It also comes in through the crown here. And then as well, we connect with people through the heart. So what's interesting is that the Pentacles are covering all of these spots where energy comes in. Okay. Now people can pull on your energy from different spots, but all the major ones are covered, and so there's a need for you to kind of protect, possibly ground yourself as well. Grounding, any sort of grounding activities or exercises. Okay. And I feel like when you can do that, it's like things are going to work in your favor. Like I just feel like you're going to be more in control almost. It's not really what the Hierophant means, but it feels like you're going to kind of be untouchable, it's like people aren't going to be able to sway you or drain you. It's like you're going to be able to maintain a sense of like peace, kind of like undisrupted, which is interesting. Let's clarify these here. Clarify these cards this week for Sagittarius. Yeah, we have the Death card. Something's ended that you're struggling with or that's going on right now that's draining your energy. for Sag. 8 of Cups, King of Wands. 4 of Pentacles, the Lovers. And then we have the Hierophant and the World. Bottom of the deck, we have Temperance. So, patience, healing, harmonizing, balancing out your energy. Yeah, it just really feels like there's kind of this, there's this energy of something that has ended, that is draining your energy. Your struggle is to take control of the situation and move away from it. 8 of Cups and the King of Wands. This is your energy with the King of Wands. Okay, so you're struggling to move forward and away from this energy that is draining you. So your advice is to be cautious on who you let into your energy field, who you connect with, right? Lovers and the 4 of Pentacles. Make sure you're not connecting with people who are draining you, okay? Especially too if like you deal with a lot of people with drama, okay? With the Hierophant in the World, there may be something that you're completing, or some sort of like, I actually kind of feel like you are, when you can start to kind of close yourself off from this and not be drained by this person or the situation, it's almost like you've completed the lesson. So there's something around like boundaries and protecting your energy here that is like leveling you up in some way. You're moving forward, right? The Hierophant can talk about like learning spiritual lessons. The World card is obviously complete and closure. Both talk about like graduation and completion, okay? Reaching a higher level. I also feel like too, there's something about like when you protect your energy, it's like you're able to ascend more. Okay, I do feel like you're protected at this time, but it's going to take time for you to be able to move on completely. But the biggest thing is not so much like moving on from this situation, it's like not letting it affect your energy. Like it's draining you. So it's like you're needing to detach from the situation, at least emotionally, or just protect yourself energetically. Again, doing some grounding work may be beneficial for you to kind of like maintain or gain that sense of peace and harmony within yourself. But make sure you're connecting with good people, people that help you, people that serve you, and they're not draining and pulling on your energy, but just protecting yourself this week. But it feels like you are moving on from something. There's a sense of transformation here and change, starting out a new chapter in your life, or just like feeling a little bit more fresh and revived here. Maybe one more with this World and the Hierophant here. Yeah, Justice. It's going to be balance here. 10 of Pentacles. Like, things are going to work in your favor. Things are going to get a lot better, a lot brighter for you. It's like, it starts out kind of dark, and then it kind of, once you can detach yourself, things lighten up for you. Okay, just make sure you're not letting people pull on your energy. It's really your biggest message here, Sag. So, don't let the energy vampires take from you. But that is what I have for you, Sag. Move on to Capricorn. Let's see what's going on here for Capricorn this week. Capricorn. All right, we have Slave in reverse, so it's in the shadow attribute. So it says, giving your willpower to an external authority out of fear of making your own choices. Huh. So who or what are you a slave to, Capricorn? You're giving your power away to something because you are worried about the choices you would make in a situation. What's going on for Capricorn this week? 8 of Wands. The challenge is the 10 of Swords. Your advice is the King of Pentacles. Oh, your outcome is the 10 of Swords. We got 2 10 of Swords in this deck. We have the Everything is Fine and the 10 of Swords. Bottom of the deck, we have the Wheel of Fortune, the World, and the 6 of Wands and the Emperor. This is about like, I feel like there's a victory here for you, Capricorn. There's some sort of communication or movement forward in that you're either wanting to make or that is coming up here for you. It's almost like what your challenge is, it's like the outcome is going to be that which is very interesting. So I almost feel like, I don't know if there's something that you know is ending. We are definitely gonna have to clarify those. But with the King of Pentacles here in your, like, you're struggling with almost like letting something go. Maybe it's like you're struggling with the choice to let it go. Okay, if there's something that you're a slave to or something that you're fearful of making a decision on, it's almost like whether you make the decision or they make the decision or someone else makes it, it's like it's going to end regardless, is almost what I'm getting. There's something that's ending no matter what. I'm not sure what this is about. The King of Pentacles and your advice, though, is to stand in your power, gain and take that power back. The light attribute of this, so that you can kind of come out of the shadow, is surrendering your power of choice to the divine with complete trust. So know that things are happening and believe that things are happening for you, not to you. Okay, and that you have control in the situation and that you will make a good decision based on that. Because I see good changes here. The Wheel of Fortune, the World, Six of Wands, and the Emperor. It's almost like this ending, and we have the Page of Wands. So it's like this ending is bringing a new opportunity, which is what is supposed to happen. Trust that the divine and that you're headed in the right direction. It's like you're struggling with the ending, but the ending is what's supposed to happen. Very interesting message. Let's clarify these. Clarify these cards here for Capricorn. Clarify the cards for Capricorn. We have the Eight of Wands with the Lovers. We have the Knight of Cups, the Ten of Swords, the King of Pentacles with the King of Cups, and then we have the Ten of Swords with the Seven of Swords. Yeah. Something is supposed to end for a reason. So there's a choice that you have to make to move forward in a certain direction. Lovers and the Eight of Wands. I feel like you've been hoping, the challenge has been like hoping you can salvage something, pretending everything's fine and it's not, you know, like the Knight of Cups is a very dreamy, romantic card, but it can be very, it can be kind of deceptive in the sense that it's not real. It's fairy tale. It's more of like a hope or a dream of like selling the potential of something rather than like that's what it really is. So trying to pretend, it's interesting because the challenge is the everything is fine card versus the Ten of Swords. So it's like you're pretending, or the challenge has been that you've been pretending that all is good when it's really not. And I feel like there's something here in your advice with the King of Pentacles, King of Cups, is like maintaining a sense of emotional stability and emotional control in your life. Your advice is to really kind of tap into your emotions, see how you're feeling, pay attention to how you're feeling, and not give your power away to other people, other situation, or the situation. Because with the Ten of Swords and the Seven of Swords and the outcome, it's like this isn't something you're supposed to be a part of. Feels like there's a new path. Maybe you've been giving your power away to a situation that's not serving you, and you're meant to let it go, but you're almost like doubting yourself of whether that's the right decision. Give me one with this King of Pentacles, King of Cups, and the advice. One more here for Capricorn for these two kings. Yeah, Ten of Cups, like trust how you feel. Be confident in that what you feel about this situation is the right thing, and that you're going to invest in the right energy, that you're getting what you want out of it. It's giving you the Ten of Cups, not the Ten of Swords here. It feels like there's something that, like, I don't know if this is a person or what, but if you can't trust this person, it's not going to go anywhere. This is, yeah, Nine of Wands. You're protecting yourself from this deception. Something that you're seeing. What's this? Lovers, Eight of Wands in the situation. The World. So definitely wanting to move forward again in this like successful way, like having a victory over situation, like trusting that the decision you're making to move on from something is the right thing to do. So a lot of you are leaving something behind. Maybe it's been something that you've been giving your power away to, and you're realizing that, and that you realize you have to make this choice to move forward. You have to surrender this and let this go. You've been pretending all is good, and it's really not. Okay, so I'm not sure what this is that you're letting go of. Could be a person, could be like a job, it could be, it's just something that's not fulfilling you, and needing to tap into how you feel, and that you're the one that has the final say. You can always make the choice to walk away. You don't have to keep repeating this. Very interesting message. Yeah, Eight of Swords, you might have some fears, some reservations. Again, that feeling of lack, like giving your power away. Feeling like you might make the wrong decision. But this decision is up to you. So don't give your power away. And if you feel like you should make a certain decision, then trust that. Trust that the divine is working with you to make something better happen for you. 10 of Cups. Okay. So there's just something about this situation that's very much like off to you. It's not playing out either the way that you envisioned, or it's not, it might sound good, but then it's like the real actual proof of it is that it's not. Like this could be like you had hopes for a situation and a relationship of where it could have gone, but just like there's something off about it with the Seven of Swords. There's something that you're not getting out of this situation, that it's taking the power from you. It's sucking things from you. It's not actually benefiting you. Okay, so take that in your life however that resonates, but it's something that you already know I feel like you should let go of, or that you've been thinking about, but you've been trying to hold on to it. So that's what I have for you, Capricorn. Let's see what's going on here for Aquarius for the week. What's going on for Aquarius here? We have Queen in reverse. Aries got the King card in reverse. So I'm just King and Queen. Maybe you're dealing with each other. We'll see. So because it's in reverse, you have the shadow attribute. So becomes arrogant when authority is challenged, controlling, and demanding. Okay. So there could be something that kind of like triggers that within you. With the Hanged One, challenges the Devil. The Advice is the Wheel of Fortune. The Outcome is the Ace of Swords. Bottom of the deck, we have the Three of Wands. So this is about like having to let go. It feels like you're kind of stuck. You're struggling to kind of let go or move forward. It feels like you things could be out of your control, but you're trying to maintain a sense of control. Okay? Because with the Wheel of Fortune and your advice here, it's saying like allow things to move forward, allow things to shift naturally with divine timing. Like there's a divine order to something, but I almost feel like with the Queen of Reverse, you're having a hard time with that because you want to be in control of a situation. The light attributes of the Queen, it says, radiates the regal feminine, uses her benevolent authority to protect others. So I kind of feel like there's just like this flow aspect that's not happening for you, or that you're fighting against, not wanting things to just happen naturally, maybe struggling to release or surrender, but because you're trying to maintain a sense of control here. I actually feel like there's a sense of something good coming in here if you just let something move and shift. I actually don't really think that you're going to be able to necessarily control all of this. It's like you're trying to fight the universe, and the universe has like got an upper hand here. Okay, so there's something that you feel, it's like, again, there's something coming in for you, okay, or wanting to come in here for you, but it's like you gotta let it and not have to know all the answers or have the control, because I actually feel like what's coming in is a sense of clarity. You are going to get the answers that you're seeking if you let it all play out. Yeah, we have the Hanged One with the Hermit card. Sorry for all the noise upstairs. We have the Devil with the 10 of Pentacles. Wheel of Fortune with Justice. And Knight of Wands with the Ace of Swords. And then we have the 4 of Wands. Some of you, this has to do with like material possessions or maintaining control of like your money, your finances, like not sure if you, I don't know, it's like maybe like you need to maintain even a sense of control to maintain a foundation or maintain this sense of feeling stable. Okay, maybe you're trying to control your money, but there's something that's like with the Hanged One and the Hermit card, there's something that you are reflecting on that's shifting here, or that's being asked for you to go within and shift to release this sense of control, maybe look at this block and this burden. And I feel like when you can move forward, or when you can let things happen, karmic justice, things are going to balance things out. Wheel of Fortune with justice, it feels like things are moving in your favor, whether they, I think it's like the fear of releasing the control that is actually the biggest block here. If you can let things happen, it's like things are going to work out, things are going to move in a positive direction, and you might even get more clarity if you just let things happen, let things unfold naturally. Knight of Wands and the Ace of Swords. So there's a sense of clear direction, movement, an idea even that you want to take action on. Could even be a home or a relationship. There could be communication that comes in towards you, but you're trying to control too much is almost what it feels like. Like there's just this feeling of like, I have to keep everything under control. I have to know what's going on, or else I'm going to feel unstable. So you're doing it from a place of, I need stability. I need to know what's going on. I need to have foundation. I need to like know what my surroundings are. Okay, maybe holding on to material possessions as well, like if you have to let anything go. Okay, but it's like there's a victory. Ace of Swords is a victory. So there's something really working out here for you, that the universe is trying to help you move in a certain direction, if you allow it. But you have to allow it to happen rather than put your walls and your blocks up. Okay, give me one more with this Hanged One and the Hermit for Aquarius. One more with this Three of Pentacles, Nine of Swords. Yeah, like, I don't know if it's like working together with someone, or just even building a new foundation, like surrendering, starting fresh. Maybe you have to let go of something old and rebuild, and you're kind of, you're frustrated or stressed about that. Nine of Swords with the Six of Swords, like not knowing where this is leading you. So the not knowing of where it's going is what's causing the resistance, because it's creating fear of like, I don't have control over the situation because I don't know where it's going. So needing to kind of like release that or let that go. And just have faith that everything the universe is going to provide, and everything's going to work out for you. Okay, so I feel like there's something positive that's definitely coming in, or wants to come in here for you. But again, you have to, you know, don't fight the world and the universe, God, you know? All right, so that's what I have for you, Aquarius. We're gonna move on to Pisces. So let's see what's going on here for Pisces. Happy birthday to any of you this week. What do we need to know for Pisces? We have Hedonist. Okay, it's in the upright. So it says, inspires creative energy to embrace the good things in life, celebrates the beauty in yourself. So some of you got some birthday celebrations and you're celebrating you. So it's in the upright, so you're in that light attribute. So there's something really good. You feel really good, feeling really abundant. Some of you are gonna get some nice gifts, or you're just looking after yourself. Maybe you're doing something for yourself this week. It's kind of like giving me like Empress-y type energy. She's got like a whole bowl of fruit with her. Okay, and there's grapes in there, so there is that abundant energy. Yeah, we have the Four of Wands in your situation. The challenge is the Two of Wands. Your advice is the Four of Pentacles, and your outcome, should you take the advice, is the Knight of Pentacles. Bottom of the deck, Queen of Cups. So definitely looking after yourself. Some of you definitely could have some sort of celebration, birthday celebration, maybe at your home. Maybe some of you are moving, okay, or maybe just spending a lot of time at home, okay. It almost feels like there's something you're definitely enjoying this week. Okay, we'll put it that way. Now there is this Two of Wands in the challenge. So there's this energy of maybe like moving forward or planning for the future. So you're struggling to kind of like see or move forward in something. I almost feel like you're not really supposed to do much this week. We have the Four of Pentacles in your advice. It's like, don't Maybe don't overspend for some of you if you are going out doing that sort of thing. But also I feel like maybe it's just like not really a time to take action this week. We have the Knight of Pentacles here in the outcome. So it's like, I don't really feel like you have to do anything. Things are going to start to move forward for you. Could be kind of like a slower week. Okay. But I really feel like this is, it is kind of like celebratory in a way. Let's clarify this. Clarify this for Pisces here. We have the Two of Pentacles with the Four of Wands. Yeah, Ace of Wands with the Two of Wands. You're kind of like struggling to find a direction almost, or to just move forward. Four of Pentacles, King of Swords, and then the Ten of Wands with the Knight of Pentacles. Bottom of the deck we have the Devil with the Death card, Seven of Cups, like letting go of illusion and confusion and feeling stuck. I almost feel like you've got a lot to do. You could also be trying to like, I want to say like balance, if you've got like fun things to do, you're trying to balance that out with like your work. But I kind of feel like you're struggling to find a direction here, or you're struggling to move forward in something. But I almost feel like you're not supposed to move right now. You're supposed to think and be logical and process things, create a plan, so that you can move forward with the plan and you know how much energy and effort to put into certain projects or situations, right? Like, it doesn't really feel like this is a week of movement here for you, Pisces. Why is this Four of Wands, Two of Pentacles here? Maybe you're having to make a decision around something, but it almost feels like you really got to think about it before, like, even if you're like looking to buy a home, it's like you might have to make a decision, but you are unclear on the decision. You're trying to see the future, but it feels like you got to map things out here with this King of Swords. Like, be logical, be rational, be practical with the Pentacle energy here, because you don't want to burden yourself too much. Knight of Pentacles, Ten of Wands. You don't want to take on more than you can chew. What's this? Four of Wands, Two of Pentacles. The Moon. Yeah, you're not sure of like what direction to go in. It's like you don't know what to say yes to and what to say no to. Like, what's the good path, the bad path? Could be in a relationship too. You might have choices in love. But it feels like there's something about making a logical decision here, a practical decision. Yeah, justice, like a balanced, practical approach, weighing the pros and the cons before you take any action. I feel like you have a lot of creativity, a lot of good things happening. I feel like you feel really good, but there's a decision here that you're kind of just like, I don't know what I should do in this situation. Maybe both make me feel really good. So which one's the good one? And it's also about making a decision that's right for you, right? To embrace the right decisions. What's this Knight of Pentacles and the Ten of Wands for Pisces? Yeah, Ten of Pentacles. It's like, it is going to take work to get to where you want to go, but it's not going to happen overnight either. So it's like, this is about making the right decision for yourself so that you can move forward towards this Ten of Pentacles. You can have everything that you desire. You can have all the abundance that you want. It could be in a relationship. Okay, this could be about whether you and someone are on the same page, or making a decision to connect in a relationship with someone. Okay, so it's like having to decide, even if you don't have two people, it's more of like, is this the direction I want to move in? Is this the direction I want to go in? Some of you are a little unsure. This could happen around the new moon for some of you, which is the 2nd of March. Give me one more here. Yeah, the Hermit. You really got to figure out if you want to move in this direction or not, or what direction you're moving in. Take your time though. Things are going to progress slowly. You don't have to move quickly. You know, if you need time and you need to communicate that to someone, then do that. Okay, but just like let things unfold naturally is almost what I'm getting here. Let things unfold. It feels like there's passion, there's a spark, but it's almost like, is this the right direction for me? Even if it's not a person, it could even just be like your work, your career, taking a new job. It's like figuring out whether you want to fully commit yourself to this before you fully say yes. Like, do you really want this before you say yes? Okay. But I do see some of you just really enjoying gifts and being pampered and looking after yourself. And I think it's more of a week to kind of like look after you and not be so like, yes, you probably have a decision to make here, but you don't have to make it overnight, and you want to make sure it's the right decision. So you don't want to rush into anything either. Okay. So that is what I have for you, Pisces. So hopefully that resonates. Let me know down below. Again, March readings will be coming out, and that new moon reading is already out as well, so you guys can check that out. But I hope you guys have a wonderful week, wonderful day, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye.